Hello, my name is Oliver Smeek, and my idea for the Imtech Greentalent Competition is the eco-route option for a navigation software. Briefly, this idea is aimed at reducing the carbon dioxide output of cars by giving the consumer the choice of taking an alternative to the fastest route, which does not take much longer but is much more fuel efficient. The calculation of efficiency will just be by the fuel saved relative to the time lost. In short, I believe the drivers are willing to sacrifice a minute of their time if that shortens the distance of travel by 1 kilometer. Often, the most efficient route is not the fastest route, when a highway is not the only option. This mainly occurs when the final destination is outside of a major city. Therefore, as seen on this map, a route between the fastest and the shortest may be the most efficient. Efficiency here is not the route that requires the least fuel, but the route in which the amount of fuel saved is worth the time lost.
In this example, someone living in Hilversum may be out visiting the famous Dutch Naardenvesting. On their way home, they use a navigation device. On 3 different navigation devices, the iPhone, the Samsung Galaxy and the TomTom, the fastest route follows multiple highways that avoid traffic lights, giving a distance of 20.3 kilometers in 20 minutes. This route is shown by the green line, which goes onto the red line. However, an alternative route can be calculated to be 4 kilometers shorter while only taking 2 extra minutes. This route is seen here by the completely green line. By calculation, this is a 20% fuel saving and only a 10% time increase. Let me show you the point where the navigation takes you down the inefficient route.
We are on the highway, the A1 from Amsterdam to Amersfoort, near to exit 8. Here, all 3 navigation devices tell us to continue ahead. The total distance and time to reach home are 10.9 kilometers and 12 minutes. But we're not planning to listen to the navigation devices. If we take this exit, you will see the apparent difference on the navigators. Just before the exit, the total distance was 9.8 kilometers and 11 minutes. In addition, the navigator is telling us to continue ahead. But we're not taking this route. We're turning right here, and the navigator will start to recalculate the total distance and time. Now, as we stop at the traffic light, the navigators show a total distance of 5 kilometers and 12 minutes to reach home. On the iPhone, you can see the part of the route we are planning to take. It is the same route that I showed on my map. On the last turn before getting home, you can see the estimated time of arrival has changed to 1 minute later, so the shorter route had a total time increase of 2 minutes, but a distance of 4 kilometers shorter. Now on the second ride, we are confirming the time taken to get home by following the fastest route. As seen on the iPhone, there are 2 routes which differ by 1 minute but by 4 kilometers. The Samsung Galaxy confirms the total time left. In addition, the TomTom shows that it will take 11 minutes and 9.9 kilometers to reach home. Now we are nearing the exit we took earlier, and here we pass by it. The iPhone shows that we are now following the longer route, but the recommended one. Here the estimated time of arrival changed to 1 minute earlier. This means the total time was 10 minutes. The shorter route had a total time of between 12 and 13 minutes. So this could be an eco route, as each minute sacrificed was more than 1 kilometer saved.
I came up with the idea when I drove with my father to his work in Leiden, while we live in Hilversum. Hilversum, as I pointed out before, is over here, while Leiden is somewhere here just off the map. Upon leaving Hilversum, we were driving north for a while, instead of west to Leiden. Only after a while did we switch to another highway in a southwesterly direction. At this point, I knew it could be done differently, knowing the main roads around where I live. For example, one way to shorten the route would be to cut off this part of the highway by going through the countryside and up to Amsterdam, while taking the last part of the highway back down to Leiden. This, however, is not done by TomTom, as due to simplicity, the consumer is sent along the highway, costing a lot more fuel than necessary. There is a solution by TomTom, but it is only on some of their navigation devices, while this project should be brought into every type of device. There are many mistakes in that software, which can be seen in online forums where it's said that eco routes over a long distance give a higher number of kilometers than the fastest route. See the links at the end of the video. What makes this software beneficial is the simple calculation it requires. If the distance can be shortened by the same number of kilometers as the number of minutes of time increase, or greater of course, the navigation software should allow that to be an eco route. If there is no such option, then the fastest route should be chosen, avoiding the problem the current TomTom software has. Lastly, the consumer market in Holland for this software has proven to grow in the last years. This can be seen through the increase from 44% to 57% of Dutch households who have bought green energy as their electricity supplier for their home. And as green energy buyers are looking to improve the environment, this is their way to do so.